Hey guys, what's up? So this video is going to be just about my goals, some mommy stuff, some depression I went through when I was pregnant and after pregnancy. It's stuff that I feel like, I don't know, that I guess it's good to talk about, because if there's anybody else out there who does feel a certain way and they feel like they are going through the same thing, it's good to hear from other people who can relate. I didn't have that much help or support while I was pregnant, because my family does live far away. So all I really had mostly was over the phone talks with my mom, and my hair is a little crazy, so ignore it. But it was hard for me to talk to my mom about it in the first place. For those of you who may know, I was streaming a lot. I used to stream a lot. I used to stream a lot. And it was definitely a very fun thing for me. Like, I took it very serious. I had a whole setup. I had a certain schedule. I didn't hang out with my friends when I knew I was gonna stream. It was off limits. They knew it was off limits. For me, it was like a second job, obviously. I know that as a streamer, you kind of have to have a consistent schedule. And for me, because I was going to school and I was working a lot and I was trying to maintain a social life, my streams were there. Like, you were able to see me at least 4 to 5 times a week, but they were all over the place. For the first year and a half, I was streaming every day after school, every day after work, and that was fun and that was good. It's just I was gaining weight because I was just ordering food. It was getting delivered to me all the time, and I was just getting a little chunky, you know what I'm saying? So I was getting a food baby. Definitely trying to become a full-time mommy and a full-time entrepreneur. Well, that's what it is. I'm gonna start my clothing stuff again. My first clothing line that I did come up with, which was called Sachet Clothing, it went really well for me. I sold everything on there thanks to my friends, my family, who helped me promote it. So, but that was just something I wanted to test out at the time. And then I feel like I had an eye and I have ideas and I have all these things. I just can't draw it that well, so I always had someone draw it for me. So I would just draw, a little scrap and then be like, yo, I want it to look something like this. Can you make this? And they'd be like, of course I can make that. So yeah, so now I'm gonna start up. Might change the name from Chinita Bundles to something else. So if you guys have any idea in a way that I can incorporate a more chinita and clothing and a more chinita designs and my ideas, any names, let me know in the comments below. I would totally love to hear it. I've been using like generators and stuff on Google to see what names look good together and whatnot. So yeah. Alright, so now my pregnancy. When I found out I was pregnant, I was totally not ready. Me and Alex wasn't dating for very long. Before, I never wanted kids or anything, and I knew that I didn't want to stop my life and stop what I'm doing for a baby. I was being very selfish. I know I was being very selfish because I felt like my life was just starting. Everything was going so well for me, and I felt like this baby would just not, it would get in the way. So I did go through a lot of struggles with Alex, trying to figure out what I was gonna do, what we were gonna do, what was gonna happen, because me and him lived, like, to get to him, it was over a bridge. Like, I had to cross a bridge. So I was like, are we gonna move in together? It's too soon to move in together. It's too soon to have a baby. And he was ready for a baby. He was ready for all that, but I wasn't. And we had definitely a bunch of fights just trying to figure out what we're gonna do. So if I start crying in this video, just bear with me, because I feel like this needs to be, like, there's other girls out there who actually feel the same way. I know there is, because when I used to go to forums, I used to find therapist numbers through there for pregnant women. So yeah, so it's very important that if you do feel a certain way, you have to tell somebody. It took me up to like 6 to 7 months to tell my mom. And that to me was a big deal, because my mom, I never went to her for anything. I probably went to her for once when I couldn't pay my car insurance when I was like 18. But other than that, I never went to her for anything serious. And me and Alex was working like, oh my god, from like 4 a.m. to like 9 p.m. so I was lonely most of the time. So when we did decide to keep, to have a baby, I was like, okay, this is gonna work out, this is gonna be good, there's nothing bad. But there was so much loneliness and all my friends were far, and I felt like I just had nobody to talk to. I had my co-workers, but I had to transfer my job to a brand new place where I didn't trust anybody there. So I didn't know if I could trust him or anything. So, you know, but as as the months went on and everything, I started to feel better. Started to talk to a pregnancy therapist. They're like, there were other streamers out there, other girls who were offering help, but most of them, they would hear me for like a few sentences and then they stopped answering back. So I was like, you know what, forget it. So then I know one thing that did help was the therapy, talking to somebody about it, because I was going through very bad thoughts and Alex just wasn't understanding, because how can a man understand a woman who's pregnant? I felt like, he's not gonna understand as much as he wants to. He's working almost a whole entire day and he's trying to maintain himself and all this. So I basically, it was very hard. It was very hard, lonely. We fought a lot. So yeah, and after I had Sophia, I still felt like that loneliness and everything, because my family was far, but it started to go away little by little. Honestly, my family is really religious. My whole side of my mom's family, they're all Christians. So I kept having my family send me quotes. I had friends send me like quotes even when I didn't tell them what was wrong. I didn't tell anybody. Only Alex knew what was going on. My mom knew what was going on, my brothers and my sister, and that to me, after my pregnancy is when they knew everything I was going through. I didn't have a baby shower because I just didn't have the help to do it. My best friends were supposed to help me, but it was just like, it's like everybody had their own lives, and I'm here trying to, I guess I was trying to figure out how to do it without needing anybody's help. So now it's just, now everything is finally calming down. Everything, she's getting better. Sophia, she cries a lot because she's trying to, I'm trying to, not have her so attached to me for when I go back to work or anything. I need her to like know how to like sit and, enjoy time, enjoy her toys. So, but everything is definitely calming down. That's why I've been streaming a little here and there. And that's why I'm making a YouTube video, because it's easier to do this. Because if she wakes up, then I'll just stop the video and I'll go attend to her. With streaming, I feel like it's like a job. Like, you can't bring your child to work and, if they're crying, you gotta take 30 minutes or 20 minutes to calm them down, feed them and burp them. If anybody else does that, God bless you if you do that. Honestly, good for you, because I would feel so bad, like, to have people waiting, because some people watch me during their lunch, during their breaks, and I'm here like, I feel like my story's all over the place. But you guys get it. I'm trying to say everything at once right now before Sophia wakes up, so I'm trying to like rush it a little bit. But after my pregnancy, I did go through a little depression, little struggles, trying to figure out what to do with Sophia. And the one person who actually always answered me was Lori Pops. She definitely helped me, like things that I was doubting and things that I was like unsure about. She would reassure me that that's normal, that's okay, remember they're babies, they're gonna cry. And yeah, so that definitely helps. So Lori Pops, if you ever watch this, thank you so much. Thank you, because you actually answered back and that meant a lot to me. It's nice to have someone feeling and going through the same thing, and our babies are only like 3 months apart, so it's good. Like, she went through it, and I know what she's going through now, I'm gonna go through it. So it's really helpful. And I had one other friend who, our babies are just like 5 days apart, us telling each other like, yo, this is okay, all right, your baby did that, all right, that's normal. It helps so much. Now, like, me and Alex, we share a place, so it's definitely a lot easier. Like, if I need to go do something, like go get her food or anything, or go to the gym, or go do anything that I can do, well, I do everything at night. By that time I'm exhausted, but at least I have some help now. And my mom comes over every now and then. My family comes over to help, my brother and my mom basically, and my sister. If I ever need a weekend or something, or a day off or a night off to sleep or whatever, watch a movie, then they help out, which is great. Sophia, so far, she's a blessing, because I honestly didn't even think I could have kids. I always had problems with my female organs, I guess you can say. So I'm not gonna go too much into detail with that, but I just thought I could never, because my stuff was always abnormal. Not that I'm saying my things are abnormal, like they look weird and shit. I'm saying, like, Like the way the menstrual was, the way like everything was all over the place. My symptoms were all over the place. I had symptoms of endometriosis, but then I didn't have endometriosis. So now that I have Sophia, you know, I definitely know I can have kids. I might change the name soon. Remember, like I said, if you guys have any recommendations for a good name change, let me know. I have 4 shirts that I ordered as samples that's gonna be coming out soon. So keep an eye out for those. I'm gonna be streaming with them on so you guys can get a good look at them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said again, I love you guys. Muchas gracias and adios. Bye.
Quiero seguir bebiendo y contigo guayando, los tigres prendiendo y el DJ matando hasta que amanezca. Mami, quiero darte, mami, enciéndete y quítate la dos, bebiendo romo y gastando el sueldo. Hoy no estamos en mente, estamos buscando fuego. Vaina bacana, la vaina bacana. Estamos en chelcha, estamos en chelcha.